Man goes to the horse races. Let the story commence. Craig went to the amusement arcade to gamble some money. He was dead good at it. So they barred him. Barred. He thought, I'm going to step up a gear. Went to the casino. He was dead good at it, so they barred him. He thought, where am I going to go now? Went to the bookies. They barred him. They barred him before he got in, because they all communicate with each other. He thought, the only way I'm going to be able to really, really gamble here, other than dealing with gangsters, which I'm not going to do, I'm going to go straight to a horse race, because you can gamble in, you're there. He went, I'm going to gamble there. And he was good at it. And they couldn't bar him. But the bookies there wouldn't take any bets because he's too good at it. He thought, I know, but this is one of the reasons why he wanted to go actually straight to a horse race. And he was at that, what's the one that royalty go to? Do any royal folk go to Ascot? Right, who's the highest royal that goes to that? The actual king or queen? Oh, really? Right, so he was at that. He'd managed to sneak in with all his winnings for the previous stuff. Managed to get himself a nice hat and all the rest of it. Managed to get in. Because money gets you in. Just money. Money gets you in. Connections, but also just straight money. And he went in. And so he got barred on the bookies when he'd taken his bets. And he thought, I know, this is why I'm here. He just remembered why he wanted to come straight to a horse race. I'm going to place bets with individual people. So one guy next to him went like that.
Can I place £100 on Cupid's arrow? What's that? 3-1. 3-1. Oh yes.
And then Craig went like, here mate, here, and took him in the corner. Went like, here.
What's the meaning of this?
And he said, you know how you put a bet on Cupid's arrow for 3-1? I'll give you 5-1. 3-1? No, 3-2-1. He said 3-1, and the guy said,
as far as you said 3-1, it sounds like Ted Rogers. Do you remember 3-2-1? What were those questions all about? No one could work it. Do you remember that? Do you remember garlic bread?
And Craig went, I'll give you 5-1. 5-1. Place the bet with me, I'll give you 5-1.
But how do I know that you're going to pay out if I'm in, which I will? I can tell when someone is nouveau riche. I can tell when someone is nouveau riche, new money. No, not blue blood coming from a long line lineage.
And Craig went, how's that for my fucking lineage? No, he didn't, but it's as if he pulled that out. No, he did pull his cock. Money, pulled his money. He went like, here, you want to see my fucking lineage here? Here's my fucking lineage.
Oh, not here, fella, perhaps a bit later.
No, he went, pulled out fucking money, because he had it stuffed in there. His pockets were so full of money, they had to stuff some down there. He got a few looks, by the way, because of it stuffed in a few people like that. You know that bit when in Terminator 2, when Arnie goes in naked and there's a few women serving it like that. That's what they were like looking at him. And he pulled out his money, and the guy went,
Oh, it was like tens of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands. It's on hundreds. Hundreds.
Oh, I see you can do the bet. Okay. Well, in fact, let's make it 200. That would be £1,000 plus my money back, the stake, you know.
Craig went, you're on. And the horse race happened. And Cupid's arrow, he did that with quite a few people. A lot of them lost. He was the only person that did Cupid's arrow, though, that guy. So Craig had to pay out to that guy. And so the guy was obviously looking for him. Looking for Craig. And he found Craig and he went, and Craig went, round the corner. Round the corner. He went round the corner. And the guy went,
okay, pay out now. Or what we could do, keep that money, that £1,000 and the £200 stake, and I'd like to bet that on the 320. In fact, I have a friend who might be interested in this.
and he went away and he came back with somebody that looked richer than him. And she had like a, big hat with, like, right out like that. All out to the side. It wasn't just, it wasn't balanced, it was like all out to the side. Really fancy and different. And she came out and she said, I would like to place... This wasn't the Queen. I'd like to place £10,000 on... Da Vinci's workshop. Okay. What are the odds they're gaining you? 10 to 1. I'll give you 20 to 1. And then, and that guy also put the same amount on, a lot. The race happened. They fucking won. Craig was like, I've got so much money, I don't fucking care. I'm buzzing with this. He would run it eventually if he kept it up, though. Kept losing. And then they came back. Same thing again. And they said,
there's one other person who can bet a hell of a lot of money if you're interested. Isn't that right, dear?
Yes, I'm not sure if this is how he would like to liaise. Liaise? I'm not sure. Because she was like kind of My Fair Lady type. She'd been sort of faking it. I'm not sure that this is how he would like to liaise. Liaise. Yeah? But they went away and they brought back somebody who had a hat on and it was all like black, like, a kind of a veil, like a kind of funeral sort of thing. Like that. Like her and Jaws, who slaps police chief guy. Kind of like that. Did that. It was the king of the country, King Charles. And he went like that. I would like to place a bet. I'd like to place a bet. What's his voice like? I would like. I'm trying to get the ears and place cufflinks. Always plays with his cufflinks. I don't know if you know. I was bevied. I'd like to place a bet. Nah, he doesn't. He doesn't do Richard E. Grant kind of bitch. But he was steaming of £1 million. £1 million. Pounds. And Craig went like, here, what's that up there? And he went like, what? And honestly, King Charles didn't know what had happened to begin with. He just thought that somebody had maybe sprayed him with water. It's because the blade that Craig used was so sharp. The blade? Oh, the blade that he used to cut off King Charles's ears. When King Charles turned around, he saw his reflection in a window, and his ears had been cut off. Well, Craig had cut off the king's ears. And then Craig went like, here, check this out. And he pulled down his own trousers and pants and shoved both of King Charles's, sorry to apologise, King Charles's ears up his arse. His own arse. And then he took the cuff, the things that King Charles likes to play with, the cuff links, nervousness. He took them off, cut them like that, and shoved them up his cock. And then cut all his nose hairs off. King Charles has got a lot of nose hairs. Cut all the nose hairs off. And you see, because Craig didn't have any pubes. It was a condition. He always wanted pubes. He was always always thought it was a bit mad that you get a lot of guys shaving their pubes and all that. He's like, I'd fucking kill for pubes. He sellotaped King Charles's nose hairs down there. So he had the cufflinks up him at the front. He had King Charles's ears up him at the back. There was only one other orifice he was interested in filling, it was that. And he went like, King Charles, get it right in there, right now, and then I'm going to bite it off. And he's just good at doing that sort of thing. Being able to convince somebody. King Charles did it. And he went like that while it was in his mouth. He said to her, and he said to the original guy, he said, I want both of yous, I want you to the woman, you stand there to my right, and you're going to kick with your right foot. You stand there to my left, he said to the guy, and you're going to kick with your right foot, or your left if you want. And you're going to boot me there. So while King Charles was in his mouth, Craig went like that. Gave the nod, and they booted his jaw at the same time right there. His chin. And see, you know what the thing is? Hey, King Charles, he fucking liked it. Because they're all fucking sick. The end. That's a true story. Do you know how I know? I know how I know. Because it was me that did it. I got jailed for high treason. High treason. But they let me out. Because I said, see, if you don't let me out, I'm going to tell everybody. I read somewhere that it was your dad that fucking did that fucking tunnel in fucking Paris. It was your fucking dad. I read somewhere, and I'll tell everybody. And they let me out, so that's all you need to know. I'm going to get in a lot of trouble I'm going to get in a lot of trouble. What I've just said, I'm going to get in a hell of a lot of trouble. What? What did I say? What did I say? Tunnel in Paris? I've been in a tunnel in Paris. I've been in a tunnel in Paris. What? What am I talking about? I've been in a tunnel in Paris. Libelous? About what? Improv still is fiction. I'm a writer. I'm a professional satirist. A hit job. Can't be a libel if he's dead. Plus, it'll be slander anyway. It's spoken. No, it's a fictional story. Can I just say, everything that I've said in this story, unrelated to anybody living or dead, anything in my bob is coincidental, because I'm actually talking about a King Charles in another timeline, another universe. So there's nothing, not really even on this planet. Not only in another universe, but I'm not actually talking about the same one. I'm not talking about the same Charles, but in a different universe. I'm talking about like this is another cunt. This is another cunt in another planet. Not only that, but another kind of multiverse universe and another planet. Because what I didn't tell you, and here's the funny thing, he had 2 cocks as an alien. 2 cocks. That was just one. A bit off. He had another one spare. Like, you got 2 lungs. You had another one spare. Because that stuff happens all the time. On their planet, it happened all the time. And it grew back. It grows back.